The Sainsbury CEO, so they have noticed, Sainsbury has noticed like a big increase in online shopping, obviously,
Of course.
because most people can't go out of their houses at the moment and stuff like that. However, what the Sainsbury CEO has said is that he thinks that the increase is going to stay at that level even after we go back to normal and lockdown's over.
Mm-hmm.
So he believes that once you have all of these consumers that are using, online shopping, using their Go Smart, using their cameras on their phones when they're shopping to make up their list.
Got it.
All of these things, it's going to be very hard to break it once we go back to normal, and that there may be a small drop, but the majority of people will stick to online shopping, and will have less people going into physical stores once this is all over for years. Like that will be a thing. It won't ever go back to normal.
That's interesting. I see what he means. Obviously, besides the PR maybe aspect of it, like he's trying to say that basically the consumer behavior is changing that effectively. That it's just as a norm.
Yeah.
That is, my routine are now based on online shopping. I have more time. Maybe it's cheaper. Maybe they do a loyalty program or something like that. I get that, and I definitely think if for the first year after it becomes normal, I actually think he has a point. If they manage to retarget well enough. But I also think on the flip side, I'm going to ask you what you think as well. But on the flip side, I think just the craving of human interaction and the craving of feeling like I'm going to the supermarket.
Yeah.
That's going to maybe increase as well.
I think that's what I think as well.
Yeah.
I think with that, once lockdown over, people are going to want any excuse to get out of their house.
Yeah.
And I think definitely.
Sorry.
Oh no problem. Do you lose your pop filter there?
Yeah, no, I was about to. Still getting used to
it. So yeah, I think people are definitely gonna want any reason they can to get out of the house once it's safe to do so. That people are going to be going to the shop more often. And the clubs, hospitality, leisure, they're going to have a massive spike. But I do think there are going to be that small amount of people that are still going to be conserved to start with. So as soon as lockdown's over and everything's been got back to normal, the first bit, I think the first couple months, I'd say the first 6 months will be a little bit dry. It will still be not many people out at all these things.
Yeah.
But after about a year or two, I think people are going to be using it more than ever. However, I do agree that people are moving towards digital stuff.
Sure.
And the digital adoption is going to be there. So I think it's going to be a nice mix, like click and collect that a lot of supermarkets do, where you can order online but then go and pick it up at the store.
Yeah.
I think those kind of things are going to increase.
Have they worked? I've never used the click and collect. I've always used they bring it to your home.
Like the full delivery, yeah.
Doesn't it lose its sort of functionality?
No, because you don't have to pay delivery fee, and if there's any replacement issues, you can just go. You're right there in front of the store, so you can just tell them, and they'll just go get you whatever it is you want replacing.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, the main thing is just if you're on your way home from work, it saves you £5 for delivery fee, and you don't have to be home at an exact time for when it gets delivered. And, stuff like that. So it's like a convenience thing for that.
There's also another I get it, because at least for me, I don't know. Even as a millennial, there is a culture of going grocery shopping. Like there's just a culture around it. It's just, you bring your basket and you fill it up, and maybe you add those extra sort of treats on the way and stuff. Like it's a thing. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know though if although I don't know if people will change their supermarket habits too much. I definitely think it will affect some stuff. But one of the big things I think is the digital use of other things. I think a big thing after this lockdown is over, a lot of people are going to be talking and interacting people a lot more online. And I think that will definitely be a thing that happens quite a bit.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we'll see. Myself, in as a person, myself, I like the online sort of shopping of grocery and food in general. I use the HelloFresh thingy at least for dinner and stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully we can get out of this all soon.
Yeah. So
yeah, we'll see how that all works out. Obviously, none of us can predict too much with the stuff that with the stuff that happens with supermarket consumer trends. But it'll be interesting to see.
If you liked our content, don't forget to press the thumbs up button.
And if you found it valuable, press subscribe.
And don't forget to press the bell icon to see when we're doing our next videos.